what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach, and this is Black Label Friday. If you're not familiar with Black Label CRM, Black Label CRM is a white label business credit and funding software, business in a box. If you want to get into the business credit arena and business funding arena, Black Label CRM is the software that will help you do that with the business credit builder automation, step by step, everything, all the resources. And you can also do 20 different business loan types that you can facilitate with 200 direct lenders. Each loan type has about 10 lenders that you could partner with that will pay you 100% commission. You can also partner with over 200 affiliate vendors that supply services for business credit building, that you can become an affiliate of with these vendors, and then you can resell that product that most businesses need to build their business credit and make additional revenue. So there's multiple ways to make revenue using the software, as well as doing all the funding. So today's show, we're going to be talking about the new clearinghouses. So not only do we have 200 direct lenders, 20 different business loan products in the software that you can partner with and make 100% commission, we have 3 clearinghouses. These clearinghouses are loan brokerage companies that will facilitate your loans for you and give you a percentage of the commission. Basically, they're going to do all the work for you and pay you for it. If you're not that familiar with all the funding products and how to package a funding deal and send it to the appropriate lender, the clearinghouses is what you would use until you get to the more comfortable with packaging loan deals and submitting them directly to the lenders yourself. Okay, so it's a great added tool, and you can use the clearinghouses as you see fit. If you're more with doing business term loans, but you're not that comfortable doing SBA loans, then you can send your SBA loans to a clearinghouse, and they can do those for you, and you can do the others. So you can mix and match how you use the clearinghouses to fund the deals that you may need assistance with, or you're just not comfortable with the process yet, because all the funding deals are different. I've never had in 15 years 2 funding deals that are the same because there's too many variables, right? You have different clients, different credit scores, different business types, different revenue for different businesses. So there's a lot of nuances on a client's point side of what funding product is best suited for them. Not only the best funding product, but do they qualify for the funding that they're applying for? So a lot of times when clients come to me, I am asking a series of questions to determine which funding product they qualify for, coming up with a strategic plan to get them some funding using a product that they might not have thought about, in conjunction with getting them ready for the ideal funding that they need. One of these type of scenarios, so a lot of people come to me for business term loans, not knowing the qualifications and requirements for a traditional business term loan, which they might not qualify for. So I have to get them any like a revenue-based loan, working capital, or even an MCA loan, and then see, okay, this is what we need to get you qualified for a business term loan. So let's go ahead and get this revenue-based loan, and then we'll work towards getting you into a better, lower interest, higher business term loan that you can get. So that's what the clearinghouses bring to the table. So I'm here to announce that Business Funding Now, my loan brokerage company, is the one of the clearinghouses, the premier clearinghouse in Black Label CRM. So if you want to get into this industry and you're not that familiar with funding, all the moving parts, there's like I said, 20 different loan types. We have equipment, leasing and financing, If you're trying to lease some equipment or purchase a new equipment, a heavy equipment, to operate your business, then we can do that. Then there's equipment lease sell lease back, which is when you own equipment and you want to borrow against it. There's commercial real estate funding. There's residential real estate investment funding. There is accounts receivable. There's inventory funding. There's what note buying funding. So we have a wide range of funding products in the software. They all have their own different. Sorry, somebody's calling the business. Wait for my step to pick it up. There we go. Okay, so there's a wide range of funding tools. Right now, for me, been doing this for 15 years. I'm very versed in all the different funding products, so it's very easy for me to package one together, right? Instead, and if you're just getting into the business, I don't want that to discourage you. While if you want to get into business credit and business funding, we provide you a plethora of training on both, right? So when you get the software, not only will you get access to all that information in the software, but we also provide you with the training. We provide you with about 15 different marketing tools. We provide you with emails, call scripts, a whole line of things in the software. We provide video avatar training on all the different products and services. So we put it in a nice little package so you can easily understand it, right? But it's still a learning curve, right? It's still a learning curve, and it takes time to not only learn what type of loan product best suits your client, but also the banks. Every bank is different. Every bank has different criteria, what type of industries they want to work with, what type of credit scores that they're looking for, what type of client profile they're looking for. So you might have 4 different equipment loan companies, and they would each one will ask for a different set of documents. Usually the same set, but different variations. Some of these equipment lenders want you to use something as collateral for the equipment. Okay, some of the hard money lenders for commercial or investment property want you to have a certain credit score before they loan you the money. They want you to have, and maybe if your credit score is lower, they might still loan you the money, but they might gonna charge you a higher interest rate, or they might even say, well, we'll do a 70% LTV, which means 76% of the loan loan value. So if you want a property of $100,000, they'll say, okay, we'll loan you up to $70,000. So you'd have to come up with the other $30,000. So there's different nuances from different lenders, as well as different nuances for different clients. That's where the clearinghouses come into play. We know which banks that we use. So I have a Rolodex of probably 300-400 lenders and a wide range of different loan products. And so to navigate that, being just starting out might be a little overwhelming, intimidating. So using the clearinghouses that we provide in the software will help you close more deals faster. Now, yes, you're going to make a less commission than 100% by working directly with one of the lenders, but you don't have to do any of the work, right? The clearinghouse is going to contact the client, go over, the different options, collect the supporting documents. They're going to facilitate the loan from A to Z, and you're still going to get paid. Okay, so it's a very, very powerful added value that if you want to get into business credit and business funding arena, getting the Black Label CRM is going to help you expedite that and take off. And especially if you are in a related industry, right? If you're already doing business, say B2B, business to business type of services, and all your clients are business owners that need business credit and need business funding, it's a great add-on product or service to complement your other services. We have a lot of people that are in the credit repair industry, right? So if you're in the credit repair industry, there's probably a large percentage of your clients that are business owners or entrepreneurs or want to be a business owner or entrepreneur, and they need the funding to get their business off the ground. Different things like that. Or you might live in a community where there's a lot of businesses. I mean, I tell people this all the time. There are 500,000 new businesses formed in America every month, right? 500,000 new businesses formed in America every month. And there's still about 90%, 95, 98% of US based companies do not have business credit, right? But everybody needs funding, right? I look at the person that has the one food truck. He only has one food truck. What could you do if you had three food trucks? Do you have a plan to get three food trucks? All right. If you're an over the road trucker and you only have one tractor trailer, do you have a plan to get three tractor trailers and hire a driver so you can grow your trucking business beyond yourself, right? If you're a restaurant or gym owner, you know, the model applies to any type of business. If you have a tow truck or a box truck, and you can know how much money you're making with one, how much more money can you make with, you know, three, four, five of these types, right? So equipment funding will be very beneficial, and the credit score doesn't have to be 700. You can do equipment funding with a 600 credit score, in some cases even less with a 550, if you structure it right and you're prepared to have all the supporting documents and the requirements to purchase that equipment. Okay, so we help you with that as well. So there's a wide range of different verticals, right, that you can assist with providing business credit and business funding, right? So the concept with business credit, right? People think I get business credit, I get cash, right? Business funding and business credit are two separate things. Okay. The purpose of business credit is to build your business credit profile to generate more revenue using your lines of credit or your credit cards and not using your operating capital. You want your operating capital, the profit, the revenue of your business to stay in the business as long as possible before going out. Most of us we're spending every dollar that we're making trying to grow our business. But with business credit, you don't have to do that. You can purchase now on credit and pay it back over a month or two, right? Strategically, and let that investment that you're using the business credit for, or the products and services you're buying on business credit, build your business credit and give you access to more or higher limits of credit cards and funding. Okay. And there's a lot of people that come to me with a 80 payday score, but with no business revenue and no good personal credit. So no bank is going to loan to you, right? Because if your business isn't making any money, you can't pay a loan back. Simple. All right. And they still use, in most cases, personal credit to judge you on if you qualify for a business loan. Now, business credit, your personal credit usually doesn't come into a factor, but there are caveats. There's sometimes a business credit vendor will extend you a line of credit. If you don't meet their criteria, they might ask you to personally guarantee that line of credit. Okay, so those are different nuances, but knowing what the qualifications and requirements to get approved for lines of credit, for loans, for credit cards, vendor accounts, all that is built into the software. So we tell you exactly what you need to get approved for the different loan products and services. Okay, and if you want a business line of credit, like, right, that is an awesome thing, but a lot of times you need to have comparable credit. You need to establish comparable credit, and then you go to another bank and they will match that line of credit that you have if you have comparable credit. Comparable credit means if you want to borrow $100,000, do you have access to $100,000 collectively with lines of credit and credit cards and cash in your bank? So a lender is going to look and says, has any other bank trusted you in giving you a line of credit? All right. So if you got a line of credit, say $5,000 line of credit from the bank, then you go to another bank and ask for another line of credit. They're going to say, oh, you got one now with $5,000. Not only will I'll give you another line of credit, for $5,000. But no, I want you to use my line of credit over the one you have. So I'm going to give you a $10,000 line of credit. So that comparable credit builds trust. It makes you more bankable. It makes your company more credible to other financial institutions. So, but how do you start off building that comparable credit? Is with a secure business CD. A secure business CD is like a secure credit card, right? You go to a bank that offers secure business CDs. You put down as much money as you can, right? If $1,000 or $5,000 or $20,000, and then they're going to convert that secure business CD into a business line of credit. That business line of credit is going to be on your business credit report. So now you go into another bank and they say, oh, ABC Bank has given you a business line of credit. It doesn't show that it's secure. It just shows that it's a line of credit in your business name. They said, oh, let me give you another $20,000 line of credit unsecured, right? Now you have access to $40,000 in lines of credit, right? Now your company looks like, oh, they're serious. They know what they're doing, and I can trust them. Okay. And then the best part of these lines of credit is you don't pay, the interest rates are low, but you only pay the interest on the portions you use. So say you only use $1,000, you're only going to pay about 4 or 5% on $1,000, and then you put it back. It's a short-term gap measure to access that line of credit or cash, right? You'll pull it out, the money out, just like you do cash from the line of credit, and then you'll put it back with the interest rate in a month or two or whenever. It's a short term, so you don't want to have a lot of it out more than several months. That's not what it's designed to do. It's designed for you to have access to cash when you need it, right? A lot of people in the real estate investment arena want to get a $250,000 line of credit to finance their fix and flips and fix and holds, right? Instead of going to a hard money lender, if you got a $250,000 line of credit, you can go find property, purchase it, rehab it, right? Refinance it under the new after rehab value, right? And then put it on the market for sale or rent it out, so you can still be making money on that, but you're not borrowing someone else's money per se at the 8 to up to 12% of hard money interest rates. Okay, you can use your own line of credit. It's still using other people's money because you're just borrowing what you need to accomplish the task at hand, and then you're going to put the money right back. And just like with credit cards, the more you use it and the more you're responsible and paying it back like you're supposed to, they're going to increase those limits over time, gradually over time. Every 6 to 12 months, they might bump it up $5,000 or $10,000. And in a couple of years, you could have a $250,000 line of credit that is not secured to finance your future projects. So, but you have to start somewhere. The only way to get a $250,000 line of credit from day one is to have something of value, of equal value or double, right? So if you have a piece of property that's worth $500,000, you can use that as collateral and go get a $250,000 line of credit, okay? But if you do not have that, then you have to start with the secure business CD, to establish that initial line of credit and then build comparable credit from there. These are the type of things that you'll learn in the software working with Black Label CRM, as well as using the clearinghouses, right? In the near future, we're going to have a one-click application submission tool where if you're using Black Label CRM and you have a client that completes one of our funding scans, our pre-qualifications funding scan, just click the button and send it to a clearinghouse. The clearinghouse will then contact the client, facilitate the loan, close the loan, get paid, and then pay you. So we're trying to make it as automated as possible. If you haven't seen all the features that we have in Black Label, you can go to Black Label CRM and you can watch the video. We have a video gallery there, and as well as go ahead and schedule you a live demo where I do all the live demos personally. So I will show you step by step how the software works, and as well as go over the pricing, go over the features, all the different nuances. All right. Also, you want to go to Black Label CRM, go to the pricing page. You can see we have an annual plan, a monthly plan, and then we also have a complete business build out product. Okay, if we will build out your complete business, everything from the website to your telephone systems to your email and text message automation, marketing campaigns, blogs, social media posts, everything you need to get up and running. Basically, I've documented my system, and I'm duplicating that system. And you get the software included. You get a website. You get, like I said, the social media, the emails, the text messages, blogs, all those things, phone setup, everything, CRM, all that included with the complete Black Label business build out product. So that's on the pricing page of blacklabelcrm.com. Okay, I think I might have a few comments and questions here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. The Black Label CRM provide an advisory team that guide the clients through the process like credit suites. It depends on what you're referring to. I don't really compare myself to credit suites. I mean, you know, Ty Pirando, I learned pretty much everything I know about business credit from him. He's a good friend, but I haven't used their system in probably 4 or 5 years. I've been building this one for the last 3 years. And what we do is contact your client, give them the education, collect the information that we need to facilitate the loan. Okay. And then we also provide you with all the criteria to facilitate the 20 different loans. And then you have direct access to over 200 lenders that you can partner with directly. And then each lender is going to give you their protocol to submit the deals, whether it be emailed to an underwriting department or online portal. But they're gonna, and then usually the lenders will assign you a ISO agent or a partner that you, like a point of contact that you will call to go run all your deals past. So they will educate you and coach you on how to submit the funding deal to them, so it does get approved and goes through the system as fast as possible. So that's, I don't know if Credit Suites does that. Gives you access, it gives you direct access to all the lenders, but we do. We have, like I said, we have 200 direct lenders in the software that you can partner directly. We have about 10 lenders for each of the 20 different loan types. So we have 20 loan types, 200 lenders, 10 for each. So you got 10 different lenders for equipment funding that you can choose from. Do you need to partner with all 10? No. You can partner with 4 or 5 of them, because you might have different for each lender, right? Different criteria for each type of lender. Some equipment lenders don't want to work with certain industry, right? Each lender can dictate what type of business they want to fund or not fund. So having a Rolodex of different options for different loan products is ideal. So, and that's the case for all the different loan products. You have and if their lenders are in their software, we vetted them and we work with them currently or have in the past. So they're already been vetted. And I have a thing. I don't like working with other loan brokerage companies. I want a direct lender, right? I do have a own brokerage company, but that's because that's where I started. I started 15 years ago doing MCA loans after I come out of the merchant account industry, right? And then I started doing MCA loans, and I just grew it from that, and then adding different loan products over time and learning those loan products and then finding lenders to facilitate those loan products. So now I have a Rolodex of lenders for a wide range of different loan products. But the 20 that we have in the software are the most popular ones, or the most, and actually out of that 20, most of them, a lot of them you probably never heard of: note buying or payment type or inventory, or different factoring type loan products. That from everything, if you got an asset, there's a wide range of different lenders that will use that asset as collateral. Just the general rule is they're only going to give you a 50% loan to value on any asset, because the default on that, they're going to want to get their money back, and without maximizing the value of that asset. So like I said, if you have an asset that's $100,000, they'll loan you up to $50,000. In worst case scenario, you default on that $50,000 loan, and then they're going to say, okay, give us the asset, and they're going to put it on the market and sell it for at least the 50% or more. But they know it's quicker to move that asset at 50% of its value than 100% of its value. So you think the banks ain't in this to lose money. So they're going to loan you as least as possible, so they can make sure, guarantee they recoup the money they could potentially put on risk and loan to you. So that's kind of how that works. So if that answers your question. Now, as far as advisory training to guide our clients, like I said, I have YouTube channels. I do weekly lives, so I'm giving out a lot of education. But I try to put majority of everything you need to know in the software. We also include a certification course. Okay, business credit and certification course. So when you purchase the software, you get the course for free. And then, like I said, in the admin panel alone, we have a ton of training in that. But also, when you purchase the software, I tell people, first thing you want to do once you get your logins is go through the admin panel, read all the content, and watch all the videos. And then once you complete that, go to the client portal and log in with your demo account, and then go through all the training in that as well. And we give you a demo account included for your own business, so you can plug in your own business and you will better understanding how the software works. And everything we built in the software is based off lender compliance, right? It's in there because lenders and creditors are looking at these things, right? We have tools in there regarding social media and your web presence, right? We have tools in there that's automated to give you a web score, so you can see how your website is performing from a creditor's or lender's point of view. If your website and your social media are not synced and consistent, you're going to get a lower score. But then we put the resources for vendors that can help you fix that, because lenders and creditors are looking at it, right? If you have a poor web presence, they can deny you funding or line of credit just based on that, because they're like, well, why would anybody come to your company when your website's all junky? Okay, it's not, so they can deny you for any reason they want to and not tell you why they deny you. Okay, so that's why we put these tools in there. We put tools in there to know what your company is worth, right? If you complete that section, and you should know what your company is worth, right? And we provide tools to help you do that. Because if you go to a bank and you're asking for $500,000 or whatever the case may be, right? They're going to say, well, how much is your company worth? You say, I don't know. Well, are you just guesstimating? But if you got the documentation to show what your gross and your expenses, your gross income, your expenses, your investments, your assets, all nice and neat, that makes you more bankable, makes you more credible, and then they're more likely to lend to you. So everything that we put into the software is purposeful from a lender compliance point of view, which is approving you before they say no, right? If I know what they're looking for, I can get my clients qualified before I apply. So that's the whole concept. And then having the business credit automated as possible, right? So through the client portal, your clients can walk through step by step, very quick, short, and sweet, precise content, right? Each step is on one page with a video avatar that explains the step, right? And then we add the resource to complete the step in there. How do you list yourself on National 401 directory? The link is right there. So when they're on that step, they got their address, their virtual address, and their VoIP phone number or their professional business phone number. Then the next step is click the link to list yourself with the National 401 directory. So the only thing they have to leave the software for is to complete that step with the third-party entity that completes it, right? If they need to do a foreign entity, we provide the link directly to Secretary of State's offices for the state that you need to set up your foreign entity. If you're incorporated in one state, but you live and conduct business in a different state, then you need to have a foreign entity established in the state that you're operating your business in, right? And then we have a trademark infringement database tester. So you want to check the database, trademark database, to see if your business name may be infringing on somebody else's trademark, so you don't get sued. Okay, so all those resources are in the software, so you and your clients can complete the step as fast as possible. And then we have, I said, like over the 200 different business credit vendors, and we have them categorized based on industry. We also have it outlined the tiered model for the different types of credit. So tier one, what are qualification requirements to get a tier one credit vendor account? What is the qualification requirements for a tier two vendor account, and 3 and 4, and so on. So you know if you qualify, or your client qualifies to apply for a tier 3 or 4 card based on that criteria that we already know the lenders are looking for. If you start applying for a tier 4 credit card, but you only been in business for 3 months, you're going to get denied every time, because tier 4 credit card or vendors, they require you to be in business up to 2 years, have a low 5 bank rating score, and have at least 10 trade lines reporting, business credit trade lines reporting to your business credit bureaus. Needs to have a 70 to a 76 Paydex and intelligence score before you can apply. So we know, all right, this is a tier 4 card. Do you meet that criteria? If you do not meet that criteria, do not apply for a tier 4 card. Right? Because, all right, so day one, once you get to start adding vendor accounts, I want my clients to get 10 cards, not only vendor accounts, but cash cards. And we have both in the software. We have business credit cards, cash cards, lines of credit. There are tier 1 that any business can apply for and use just like a regular cash credit card in the business name. We tell you which business credit bureaus they report to and what the qualifications and requirements to get approved. Okay, for each of the tiers. So if I got a client and they don't have any trade lines, I want them to get 10 within the first 3 months. And then once they get to the 6th month, now opens the floodgates for different and higher limits. So if you got 10 trade lines reporting and you're making over, $20, $30, $40,000 a month, you've been in business for more than a year or 2 years, then you have access to corporate only financing. You have access to vehicle leasing. You have access to a whole, larger limits of credit cards and things like that. So that's what I'm saying. So Black Label CRM gives you all the resources, all the qualification requirements that you need to expedite the business credit building process and access higher limits and different loans as well as lines of credit. All right. Any other questions before I get off here? Anybody? Okay. Listen. Well, go ahead and schedule a demo. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it, right? And then take advantage, because I am still extending the 10% off of the Black Label sale, or 10% off the annual plan. So you can get, instead of $29.97 for your software setup for the first year and your first 5 business credit clients included, it's 10% on that, which makes it $26.97. Then we have your monthly plan, which is $9.97 to get it set up, and then $197 a month. So you can get started with as little as that. And then if you want the complete business build out, give me a call. We can discuss the pricing for that as well. Okay. And it's all on the website too. So let me go ahead and put the website in the comments so you guys can go to it right now and schedule an appointment. Okay. And do a live demo. All right. And like I said, hey, if you're not ready to get the software, but you do have clients that need funding, go ahead and go to businessfundingnow.com and sign up as an affiliate. And you can start, maybe you can have some clients that need funding, and you can get in the commission for 1 or 2 deals that you send to us that can help you pay for the software. Okay. So putting the Business Funding Now link in there as well, so you can go and sign up as an affiliate. We have a very automated affiliate program, so once you sign up, you're going to get your own. Um, if you don't have the software, we give you a landing page, partner landing page, and we also give you a digital application that you can use for yourself to submit your clients, or you can send the link to your clients. They can fill it out. It's all digital. They can fill it out, do a digital signature, and then upload their documents all at the same time for that particular funding product. And then me and my staff will contact the client and close the deal and pay you a commission. Okay, so we're trying to make it as easy. And listen, at the end of the day, everybody needs money. Everybody needs money. Okay, so it's not, all you got to do is ask them. Do you need some money? Okay, let's see what we can get you. All right. And then, if you want to schedule a 15-minute call, go to businessfundingnow.com and schedule a 15-minute call. And I'll give you, a few tips to pre-qualify the client. You want to pre-qualify the client. Also, when you sign up as an affiliate, we send you a little cheat sheet of the different loan products and the qualification and requirements and a list of supporting documents. So that's just a little tool that you can use to pre-qualify your clients. So that's the worst thing is people send a whole bunch of people in and they don't qualify. So we want you to get qualified. We want you to pre-qualify the client before you send them in, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Any other questions from anybody? Okay. Hey, listen, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share the YouTube channels, Facebook pages, and share this with your audience on your timeline. You never know. Networking and connections are how we do business. I wouldn't be here without my networking and connections that I've had. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I am the funding coach. Peace. Have a good weekend.